Hello. Can you all hear me clearly?
Yes.
Nico, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So for all our viewers, welcome, welcome. It has been a while on Nebo TV. Thank you. Good evening, Osagbovo. Thank you all for joining us today. My guest of today's program is a woman who has shattered the glass ceiling in the area of leadership. She was the first female president of the Edo Heritage Foundation of Michigan in the United States. She recently won the presidency of the Edo National Association Worldwide ENAW and became the first female president of the association in 30 years. Her charity work has also contributed immensely to the development of Edo State. Just to name a few of her works, in 2017, under the ENAW Women's Project, she donated the first incubator to Stella Obasanjo Hospital in Benin City. She also joined her alma mater at St. Maria Goroti Old Girls International to raise funds to build one block of 10 classrooms in St. Maria Goroti Secondary School in Benin City. Ladies and gentlemen, I am very honored to welcome my Honorable Engineer Bose Ogbeifun-Oviasu to today's program. You are welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are very proud of you and are very honored to be sitting here interviewing a woman of your caliber. Thank you so much for all you have been doing, for paving the way for other women, especially the younger women. Thank you, thank you. So, my first question of today is, what has been your motivation? You are such an accomplished woman. You know, you have this big portfolio. Tell us your motivation.
Um, I have played a role of leadership for a very long time, right from when I was in a secondary school. I was a vice president for Literary and Debating Society Association of my school. Then it started from them, and I've always had interest in anything leadership roles. When I'm given any assignment, I do my part to bring the best out of whatever thing I'm asked to do. So in Michigan, when we became member of the Association of Edo National of Edo Heritage Foundation of Michigan, I noticed that the membership grew, but the venue where we hold meetings was very small. So in the past, I think the members had the initiative of actually coming up with a place, but probably they never did know how to go about it. And in 2010, I decided to run to become the president. And the main project that I told them during my manifesto was that we need to have a place to call a home in Michigan, and that I solicited for their votes. So I won the presidency as the female first president in Michigan, and that project was accomplished within 2.5 years, whereby I and my executive embarked with the members on fundraising. I'm very good at fundraising. So we raised funds and actually purchased the building cash, which that building has generated a lot of funds for the organization, over $100,000. So also, as a president in my local club in Michigan, automatically we are members of Edo National Association, where I served as a COP member for 4 years. In women departments, I participated in projects that the women embarked on in different capacities. I am not, naturally, I'm not a bench woman. When I'm in a place, you know that Bossa is there. I bring out suggestions, I participate, and I want to get things done to make sure that we get the best out of it. I became a member of board of advisory in Edo National Association worldwide at a time with the way I serve meritoriously. The current national president, when he was running for presidency, he saw how good I was and he appointed me to be his vice. And I've also served as the vice president of Edo National Association worldwide. So all those kind of inspired me that if I become the president, I will be able to do more for Edo states in particular and Nigeria, our country. So that was actually what inspired me to run for that position. And thank God I won in April.
You are the first female that ever ran for that position. The first female, and you won it. You won it, right?
Yes.
Nobody ever tried to compete in the race in the past, except for only you. No female, I mean.
I guess probably, I don't know, maybe they think it's just meant for the male or whatever. But my thing is that what men can do, we women, we can also do. So I'm a very bold person. So I challenge myself and I said, let me try and run and see how I can bring in my experience and things that I could do to help our people back at home.
Mm-hmm.
We were three contestants, myself and two other men, and thank God I won the race.
Mm-hmm. So, and you were the first female president of the Edo Heritage Foundation in Michigan as well. How come you are always the first female to occupy these male-dominated positions?
In any association or gathering that I find myself, when
Mm,
I see things that probably can be done better and the executives or those in power probably they are not thinking towards that way, that kind of give me a drive to want to take up that position and turn things around for good. So in Michigan, like I told you, the number of membership increased. Children were all over the place when we are holding meetings. We hold meetings from one family house to another family house, and the place was small.
mm,
So I'm looking at nobody is thinking towards something we could do better. So I just said I'm going to run and see how we can get a place, and I have to be in position for me to be able to do that.
mm,
So that kind of inspired me to want to run and see how things can change for good. And really, I ran, and the association is enjoying the benefit now.
mm. Yeah,
Michigan
of course, yes. As a female,
really serves the community, not just those, the Americans, all African.
mm,
They use that place because it's an event center. I think we have like two churches there also. So that building has generated over $100,000 into our purse.
you see, you know, that type of heritage center supposed to be named after you. Like, just put your name. You can just say Bose Heritage Center.
When I do stuff, I don't want to be the focus or the forefront. I'm kind of shy sometimes. Like I want to be at the back seat, even if I'm doing the work, but I don't really want, you know, like accolade or praise to come to me. I don't like
Yeah,
to do that.
but yeah, I understand that. I understand that. But those who are watching, I was so inspired the first day I saw your, was it when you were running for the ENAW presidency? I saw one of your jingles when you mentioned that, say, wow, this is powerful for a woman to raise a fund to, we know how expensive it is here in North America to purchase a space. You understand what I'm saying, Nico? You understand that? So for a woman to help to raise fund to purchase a space that they now call their own, I think you are such a wonderful woman, and we appreciate you. We are blessed to have you in Edo State anyway. So let's move forward to the next question. Now that you have succeeded and you won the presidency of ENAW, what is your vision for those states?
Um, my plan for Edo State, usually when you go into a city or a state, like you just driving in,
Mm,
the cleanliness of the environment kind of embrace you into that city. We in diaspora, when you go to any state, like you drive into a state, the way you look at the environment is being clean. We know that cleanliness is next to godliness. So the same thing I'm thinking for Edo State, that first of all, we need to try to address cleanliness. And one of the areas I'm looking at is building of um, restrooms in strategic locations in Edo State in all three senatorial districts, whereby instead of people just trying to pee on the by the roadside, they can have a place, a public toilet
mm,
that they can go and use the bathroom. So I'm thinking towards that line, and I'm going to work with the government officials. I'm going to sit with them and discuss as the president of Edo National Association Worldwide, what we in diasporas, a lot of things that we experience here, we want to bring it back home to see how we can enhance our
mm,
states
mm,
in particular, than the country in general. So one of the area is building of public toilets that will help to curtail people peeing outside or trying to do number two everywhere. And this is going to be done in three senatorial districts at strategic locations like in Market Square, like Park, where they take transport.
mm,
Yes, that is one of the things I'm thinking. And also, we know that health is wealth.
mm,
When you are healthy, that is actually wealth. And research has shown that the number of people that have kidney diseases, whereby they have to run dialysis, is more than the actual dialysis facilities that we have in
mm,
Edo State.
mm,
So that is another area that I'm looking at, that we're going to, myself and my administration and all Edo sons and daughters in diaspora will embark on to see how we can build dialysis centers that will be affordable for our Edo indigenes,
mm,
you know.
mm, mm. And you were the first person to donate a incubator to Stella Obasanjo's hospital in Benin City. So
Yes,
that was the ever first incubator to be used in that hospital, right?
yes.
So you are such a unique woman. You have done a lot. We know that for sure.
Even my high school, I attended St. Maria Goretti
Mm,
secondary school. We in diaspora, our old girls international, we when we noticed that the dilapidation of the school classroom building was really so bad, we came together. I'm currently the chairwoman of the fundraising committee. We raised fund and we built 10 classroom uh, for the students, which was commissioned November last year, a block of 10 classroom. The young girls back at home, they are using it right now. As we speak, we are building 14 flats, a block of 14 flats for the teachers, which has just been roofed. The principal said that sometimes they don't have teachers, and when they have coppers, that is being sent to the school. They don't have nowhere to stay. So we embark on that project. We are completing stage right now. It has been roofed. So probably between our end of the year, maybe to be commissioned also. So those are things that we think that we can give back to our young girls, to the society back at home.
So, in your own position, are you planning to impact other regions in Edo State? Because when we focus only on the main city, it's like we are excluding other parts of Edo State. So,
That
what?
no, we are not excluded. That was why, if you hear me,
Mm,
that was why I said that, like,
mm,
those restroom is going to be built in 3 senatorial districts. So
mm,
it's not just going to be in
the
Benin
only
City,
state.
it's going to be all over and all that. Even my desire, my plan, I hope I win the second time as the national president of ENAW, is actually to have the dialysis in all 3 senatorial districts.
So, let's move to the next question. Nico, you have been watching. Do you have any question, specific question for her, this powerful woman?
Yeah, I guess one question, maybe two. Especially with you mentioning you are a little shyer. I'm kind of curious about what kind of advocacy, like influence strategies did you use to get more support and more funds in Michigan and as well for the country?
Okay, what I did was to reach out to a lot of people. There are certain people that actually, when you come up with a project and they have passion for what you're about to do, they donate. They make huge donations. Is the ability to actually be able to reach out to a lot of
Yes.
people. When we had fundraising is a continuous thing, it's not a one-time thing. You raise, you do it again over, not the same people, but you just keep spreading the word and letting them know the project and the purpose for which you are doing that. And somehow God has been faithful to me, because everything I do, I put God first. He's my director. He directs me in the paths that he wants me to go, and he always send destiny helpers on my way to actualize that dream that is inside of me that I want to do. So somehow people just come and they answer to the call that I put out there. So like I said, that Michigan house was bought with cash, no mortgage, no, even the property taxes, because it's a 501c3 organizations. I went to the city to apply and have them um, waive property taxes for us, because it was over $10,000 a year, which they approved based on
Wow,
everything that they asked us to do.
that's amazing.
So I did everything on behalf of the organizations and all that. And the city came to do their inspections and questions and all that, and they approved it. That building will be 10 years next year. It's 9 years now. We haven't paid property tax. So
Wow.
God has been faithful.
That is really incredible just to think about more in depth of where this money is going and how you can save it. And just by reaching out to the city, they did that. That's
I
incredible.
have I have faith, and I know that with this new position, my swearing in is this Sunday. I'm going to hit the ground running, and I know by God's grace, the funds to build all these restrooms and dialysis center, they're going to come.
Let me go back to my question for Engineer Bose. You know, some people said the ENAW is not representing Edo citizens worldwide. People have been criticized in saying that, the conventions have been rotated within states in North America that is not representing Edo citizens worldwide. In your tenure, what is your plan right now to ensure that you include other Edo citizens in different parts of the world?
The name worldwide, Edo National Association worldwide, the name worldwide actually comprises all Edos in diasporas all over the world. As we speak right now, we are in the convention this year is in Las Vegas. We have some Edo indigenes from Europe that are here right now. And since I won this position, a lot of people have called me from Holland that they're ready to come on board. Some have called from Asia. Some have also called from Germany. Uh, a guy called me and put three other guys on a conference call with me that they heard about this Edo National Association you just won. How can we become members? And they live in Germany. They are Edos. So I try to explain to them. They say, oh, we just wait. By the time you are sworn in, we'll come and register. So I believe with this position that I have, I'm going to reach out to all Edos everywhere, whereby I will make them register with Edo National Association, which will now comprises all our people worldwide. And we are going to spread the word out to others in other regions, in other parts of the world, so they can join us. That is my plan. And some are already interested.
Okay, and the next question, will you rotate the yearly convention within Europe, Nigeria, and other parts of the world where,
Definitely,
where
yes.
we have reasonable number of Edo citizens? Will you rotate the convention? Because the convention has been rotated within states in North America alone. And the title of this organization is saying worldwide. So will you?
Definitely, yes. Like I said, one of the men that spoke to me over the phone that they live in Germany, they want to register with ENA. They also asked me this question that if they are part of ENAW, that will they be allowed to host convention whereby we all come over to Germany? I told him yes. Yes, it's not restricted to just America and Canada. It's worldwide. Once you become an official member of ENAW, you can bid to host. So whoever win the bid will go there. Yes, convention can be taken to other parts of the world. Yes.
Yes, that is what we want to hear, so that it will allow the participation of those citizens, for instance, those in Australia, those in Europe. Europe, we have big community of those citizens in Europe.
Europe, yes.
So people are wondering how come the convention has not been hosted in Europe over these years, 30 years.
They have to, they have to, they have to be member of ENAW for them to be able to host convention. So like our keynote speaker for this year is from London.
Mm.
She's from Europe, but they have to belong to a local club over there that will register as a member of Edo National Association worldwide to enable them to be able to host.
Mm.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so individual cannot be a member of
No,
ENA.
you have to belong to a local club in your community. You have to belong to, it can be Afemai, Edo Afemai club, it can be Isham. You have to belong to a local club, and that club has to be registered with Edo National Association worldwide for them to be able to host convention. It's not an individual thing.
Mm. Okay.
Yes.
So, yes. Beside that, do you have anything to tell Edo citizens today about your leadership, your position as the first female president of ENAW?
What I want to tell my fellow Edo citizens, especially is that whatever you desire in your heart that you want to do to make an impact, to give back to your states, you desire it in your heart, go for it. Don't let nothing, absolutely nothing, stop you. Don't let nobody discourage you. Don't take no for an answer, no for an answer. Because sometimes when you want to do some certain things, negativity comes by the side and try to tell you it's not possible. I'm encouraging everyone, if I could step up to this position, anybody can do it. It has nothing to do with gender, but let it be an inspiration from your spirit man that this is what you want to do, especially now to be able to give back to the community, to the society, to the states. Go for it. And I want to use this medium to call all Edo sons and daughters in diaspora to join our administration to achieve the projects that I have in mind to bring to table by the time we are being sworn in, wherever you are. If you're in diaspora, we're going to be embarking on fundraising for us to be able to achieve all these projects that I've outlined. So when I knock at your door, please answer to me, answer to our call. And I pray for unity among the Edos, among us, that we all continue to work with one love.
Thank you. It's okay, Ibia. If you have any question, if you are watching right now, you have a question for the president, please just leave your question in the comment section and I will read it to her. Nico, do you have any question to ask her as the first female president of how many organizations, first female to donate? So, Salah Ambassador Hospital and many other things that she has done. So, do you have one other question to ask her before we wrap up for today? Oh, sorry.
Sorry. Okay.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead now.
Oh, great. No problem. So thank you so much for having me today. It's been really, really great to listen and learn more about what you've done and what kind of plans you have. Just one thing as well, just what resonated with me is the health is wealth quotes. Very important, definitely in the end, is if people are healthy, they can live better lifestyles. And as you're planning to do that dialysis center and others with the as well sanitary, very important. Curious to know, and hopefully as well with the organization, if there's any plans about affordable housing and better, safer housing plans for these citizens of Nigeria, and that, yeah, kind of correlating to health as wealth. Of course, that
I
is a
can
huge
speak
topic.
in regards to Edo State. In Edo State, I know my governor, Governor Godwin Obaseki, put a plan housing project in place, which is affordable for lower class citizens. There are a couple of block of houses that has been built for people to buy that is affordable. That one is already ongoing, which I know I'm aware. So that one is already in place. Our governor have done a very marvelous job, and I'm
Okay.
actually looking forward to working with him.
Okay, that's great. I'm very excited to hear about a person in leadership that is really open to doing that, and hopefully, best of luck moving forward. Thank you.
She has been playing a role of leadership for a very long time,
Yes.
and she has been contributing immensely to the development of Edo State. That is what we appreciate about her. It's not about occupying positions without, effecting change in the community or using your power as a president to impact even your state, your community. So in her own case, she has used her leadership role to buy a community center in Michigan, and she has been very supportive in those State, donating all this equipment, raising funds to establish or build classrooms in those State. And we appreciate you so much. We are looking forward for more and more from you as the president of ENAW. At least 2 years from now, you should come back to this program and tell us this is what you have done for Edo States. That's what we are expecting from you. And we appreciate you so much. Thank you for joining to this program.